Praise be to Jesus. Archbishop of San Francisco. Worst thing we can do is to soften or downplay the hard parts of our faith. These are some excerpts from his speech. So there you have it. The very reason for the church exists is to evangelize. It is not to antagonize nor to appease, not to pressure nor to placate, but to be Christ's presence for others so that they might find and encounter the one Savior of the world and come to be saved. In other words, winning souls for Christ. We all have known people, and perhaps for some of you it has been your own personal experience, who have been won over by the surprising wisdom of the church's timeless teaching. Many grew up indoctrinated in the typical secular orthodoxy that is forced on us today. All of those myths of the sexual revolution I mentioned at the beginning of this talk, and were convinced of the rightness of it, only to learn that they were duped after discovering what the church really teaches and why. Often this happens after they have done damage to themselves and others in living by the secularized code of conduct. Indeed, one of the most common responses of young people who are granted this grace of understanding is, "Why didn't anyone tell me this sooner? It would have saved me untold suffering." Such people make the most ardent disciples and provide a much-needed witness for many cradle Catholics. That is why the worst thing we can do, if we truly want to fulfill our reason for being as Catholics, is to soften or downplay the hard parts of our faith, those teachings where we encounter the most resistance and even hostility in the culture. How could we do such a thing if we are convinced that this is true and for the true good of all people? Well, there's more to the article. He says a lot more, and you could read the rest of the article. The link is in the description box.